somebody jacked the toilet at my kid's school. I'm like, wait, what? Now, yesterday when I picked up my kid from middle school, he said, yeah, somebody took one of the sinks out of the bathroom. I'm like, wait,
What?
took a sink? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, so the sink's just missing? He's like, yeah, the sink is gone.
That's got to be a 2-person job, no?
I was like, that doesn't seem easy because don't you have to turn water off and things like that? I mean, it sounds like something a plumber would have to do with tools.
Definitely. Are they replacing them?
No, they're not.
Someone stole it?
It's gone.
Are they stealing it just to be an inconvenience thief? Oh, we stole the sink. You can't wash your hands now.
Yeah, I didn't think a ton of it. I thought it was very odd yesterday when he told me that a sink and a mirror was gone. I'm like, a mirror? Someone took a mirror? And then today, or yesterday, he said the toilet. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I got this email from his school last night. Apparently, this is a problem that's not just hitting my son's school, but pretty much everywhere. They said in their email that they sent to parents, we understand that recently there have been TikTok challenges, one called Lick Challenges about stealing, grabbing, and or vandalizing items in schools, like soap dispensers from bathrooms, keyboards, teacher supplies, phone receivers from landline phones. And our school has now taken action to stop the behavior, and we're going to be replacing several soap dispensers as well as garbage cans. We're doing spot checks on backpacks. If students are reported and or seen doing these actions through our video camera system, we will look. And if you participate or steal anything from the bathrooms or teachers' classrooms, there will be consequences, and it will be a referral that will remain on your permanent record. We will be monitoring bathrooms in the hallways, and these bathrooms will be the only ones in use for the time being. So it sounds like they're even going to be limiting some of the bathrooms so they can keep an eye on the ones they have because so many things are turning up missing.
Yeah, but how do you put a whole entire sink or toilet in your backpack and get away with it?
I have no idea.
Very carefully. Very carefully.
I have
You're going to be walking funny down the hall.
Well, and then I don't understand what you're doing with it. So this morning I saw, and apparently this is going around not only in South Florida, but I guess nationwide and everywhere. It's because of this TikTok craze. It is called either the Bathroom Challenge or the Devious Lick Challenge. And kids are encouraged to steal stuff from their school, and the bigger, the better, and everybody's trying to one-up each other. But my question is, if you're then boasting about your gain on TikTok, aren't the schools going to be able to track that down quickly, punish you, get the stuff back, and then really put something that's going to be on your permanent record and affect you?
People didn't think this through on social media?
I don't know. That's why I'm just like, what is the end goal of this? Where is this going? And it's a lot of the same stuff, from soap dispensers, toilet seats, hand dryers, even bathroom stall doors are disappearing from schools.
It doesn't make sense.
It's insane. And the kids, I guess, are just stealing them like trophies, and they're also grabbing things like fire extinguishers. Even some schools are missing foam ceiling tiles.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I don't get it, Kevin.
Well, I think that's the point. It's random and it's weird and it's inconvenient. You know how it was when you were a teenager doing pranks and stuff. It didn't have to make sense.
I know, but I mean, why would you leave such an obvious paper trail for them to bust you? And then it goes on your permanent record. They probably press charges if you do enough damage.
Of course, everything you're saying.
The cops are now going to be involved. Like, are you that stupid?
Of course, you're 110% right. But
I was dumb too when I was a kid, but I didn't leave a paper trail of video and TikTok evidence.
But how do you walk a toilet out of a school? I'm like, I almost kind of dismiss. I'm like, wait, what is he saying? I'm like, there's no way that kids took a toilet out of a school.
If that's happening a lot, we might need to tighten up on security. That thing is not.
I think they'd like to. I guess it's just some of the schools are so big. Like I said, they're going to be, I guess, shutting down some of the bathrooms so that they can monitor the ones that they have with, you know, you got to have people to do the monitoring.
I mean, but I'm thinking about, my school. And yeah, there wasn't a lot. There was security there, but they couldn't watch every little thing. If you had 10 people together wanting to pull off this heist, you could do it.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, someone on TikTok is paying kids to do this, and they've got to post in order to get paid.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I like looking at this. It feels like there's more to this. We're kind of in the middle of it, where there's just so many more questions than there are answers.
Who's paying them? Home Depot? so that the school has to go buy new toilets.
Right.
That's a good plan.
Somebody said, too, they're coming in and smashing the toilets with sledgehammers. How are kids getting sledgehammers into schools? It's crazy. Yeah,
It's
a lot
so
of people
aggressive.
a lot of people are saying that, yeah, it is the amount of destruction going on in schools is horrible. And, you know, the kids are going to be obviously faced with the cost for the destruction.
And the parents will say, well, my kid is a good kid as he's smashing the toilet.
I would take that sledgehammer and slap my own kid with it.
Oh, little Johnny's a good kid. It's not his fault. It's the teacher's fault, Virginia.
Somebody texted into, yeah, my friend's son got 5-day extended suspension for stealing a hand sanitizer station. I guess one of those ones that's just kind of standing up. That's crazy. So, but I guess the whole thing is they're trying to go for the bigger and more high dollar items. That's what's attracting people.
But I mean, the people that are stealing, they're not concerned right now about the record. They're young and they're in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Dang.
It's very, very stupid.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable that this thing has taken off the way it has. Somebody said, yeah, it's not just even the bathroom stuff. Kids are stealing microscopes and things like that are really kind of expensive.
Oh, no.
Things that you need to use.
Is every school getting hit like this?
I think it's happening everywhere. A text came in, yeah, it's happening in North Georgia. Somebody who's listening to us there.
All because of TikTok.
Yeah, it's TikTok. I mean, you know, again, this goes to the argument of social media can be used right or wrong. And then when it's organizing kids to vandalize and destroy school property and do things that, you know, there's going to be repercussions. They will catch a lot of these kids doing this stuff. Having things on your permanent record, they don't understand that if you ever want to go to a college or things like that, all these things will come back and they can really greatly affect your future. Things, I'm talking about your future, like when you're 30 years old, what you're doing today could be something so dumb that it impacts where you wind up at the age of 30.
Some people should not drink alcohol. Some people should not have social media. It's too powerful, man. I'm telling you. Look, this is an example of it.
Yeah, it would be something where if my son ever partook of something like this and it was because social media led him to it, then it would likely be you have just, until you're 18 years old, you're never having social media again.
You know what?
This is so dumb and it's so bad that it's not going to happen.
I just found out a second friend of mine has now limited all social media to their kids. They cannot go on the internet for longer than an hour. And these kids are in their approaching teenage years. And I got to tell you, he's got some really well-behaved kids.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it is such a tough thing. I know as a parent of a 13-year-old, and I've already had kids that have gone through it, that it works so hard against you to try to raise your kids to do the right thing that more and more parents, if these kind of TikTok challenges keep coming up, where they just say, you know what? No, this is the worst thing that you can have. You will have no social media. We're not doing it. Sorry. So, yeah, parents, be aware. The devious lick challenge or the bathroom challenge on TikTok, your kids, if they jack a toilet or do something like that,
it's kind of scary.
And get caught.
It's kind of scary how social media can get all the kids on the same page.
Right. It is.
If every kid in America said, you know what, let's turn on the adults right now, let's blindside them, do they win?
No, they don't win. But it will be a war where there will be a lot of casualties, and it will ruin people's lives.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, because think about these kids that are doing this right now. When they get busted, this will go on their record. And when they go to apply to colleges, the college will say, we don't want this kid because he stole a freaking toilet out of his school. Mm-hmm. We can't trust a kid like this. So now you don't go to the college you want to go to. Now you don't have the career you want to have. Literally, it will affect the rest of your life.
Right. I know this is an old ass reference, but this is some Children of the Corn stuff.